Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our Agriculture Impact podcast, bringing you insights from the front lines of community-driven farming in South Africa. Today, we're highlighting Bishop Paul Veron's weekly agriculture meeting from January 9, 2026, a vital space where clergy, NGOs, educators, and farmers unite to tackle food insecurity and build sustainable futures. Amid ongoing droughts and environmental pressures, this session delivered a powerful message. Real change starts with what we already have. Let's start with the context. The meeting kicked off with an update from Anthony in the Western Cape, where drought persists despite a recent 12 millimeters of rain, double December's total, but still far from enough. Fires are erupting in forests, underscoring the urgency of resilient practices. Bishop Veron then introduced the group, including Reverend Sheila from the Green Anglican Initiative, Bukelwa Hans from the Uniting Presbyterian Church, Penny Foley from Harambee Youth Employment Accelerator, Jack Armour from Free State Agri, John Dearden focusing on small-scale training, Matsadiso Mulel on ministerial education, and Scott Honig from a sustainable living startup, Salsa Solutions. The heart of the meeting was Mary-Anne Mngomezulu's inspiring presentation from the Native Roots Shelter in Plettenberg Bay. Mary-Anne, whose roots trace back to subsistence farming in Tsitsikamma, gave us a virtual tour of their gardens. Picture this, a once barren site of weeds and stones, now a lush oasis built entirely from garden refuse using hugelkultur methods. They layered stumps, grass, leaves, and manure into massive raised beds, some 30 meters long and 1.5 meters high. No fancy budgets or imported soil, just community collaboration with garden services dropping off waste. Mary-Anne walked us through the shelter's innovations: a chicken coop for fresh eggs, banana trees fed by greywater from hand-washing basins, and a nursery propagating herbs like rosemary and sage in upcycled containers, yogurt tubs, paint buckets, even old tires cut open for warmth in winter. Their pavement garden in front of the shelter blooms with flowers and edibles, while outreach projects have beautified township entrances and industrial areas. In just weeks, overgrown lots became vegetable patches with compost, bone meal, and seedlings. But it's more than gardens, it's about people. The shelter empowers homeless residents by involving them in building sheds, prepping disaster kits, and even crafting bunk beds. As Mary-Anne put it, homeless people are homeless, not useless. They've cleared municipal dumps by repurposing wood chips and refuse, and now they're eyeing schools to teach these principles, showing kids how to start enterprises with simple cuttings or indigenous plants like lemon verbena. Attendees were moved. Scott Honig asked about expanding to schools and tribal lands, dreaming of widespread impact. Jack Armour suggested sharing videos to inspire shelters nationwide, like Anchor of Hope in Bloemfontein. Mary-Anne emphasized simplicity. Perfection in nature is chaos. Start small, use what you've got, and don't fear failure. Churches and schools, she said, are perfect spots for medicinal plants and community hubs. Emma Archer added a timely weather alert. Models predict heavy rainfall and flood risks in southern Mozambique and Mpumalanga and Eswatini next week. Stay vigilant, and we'll keep you updated. Brief reports rounded out the session, from university engagements in Grahamstown to beekeeping in Zimbabwe. The group rescheduled next week's meeting to Thursday, January 15, at 11 a.m., due to a memorial service. In closing, this meeting reminds us that sustainable agriculture isn't about grand schemes, it's about resourcefulness, community, and purpose. By turning waste into abundance, initiatives like Native Roots Shelter are making a tangible difference in vulnerable lives. If you're inspired, reach out to Bishop Veron's group or start your own garden. Share your stories in the comments below and subscribe for more episodes. Until next time, keep planting seeds of change. Visit the PV Agri Reports website or our partners for resources, and follow us on social media.